Hi, Sean.
I called you yesterday.
Good. You are fantastic.
Thank you.
Yes.
A great host. Sean is great. Listen to his show.
Absolutely, 95.5.
One mic.
God bless America.
God bless America. Shelley Winter Show. We have, oh man, what's going on here? Von Hessler broke the thing here. Okay, so where? All right, it's spinning around. Okay, all right. Well, I guess we'll have to make it work. Welcome, Shelley Winter Show, ladies and gentlemen. We have a abbreviated show today, as you know. I gotta hold it now. So the mics is just spinning. So we have an abbreviated show for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Shelley Winter Show, live, local, topical, and relevant. So, obviously, let's start off with the big news, the halftime show. Let me start off by saying this to everybody, right? It's amazing to me that literally for the last 6 months, this country went to war with each other over a 13-minute halftime show at a football game. Think about that. Literally, we went to war with each other over a 13-minute halftime show at a football game. That's it. That's all we went at each other's throats. Name calling, cursing people out. All kinds of stuff. And the people, and the people who did not like Bad Bunny being the choice for being the halftime entertainment, rather than just say, oh, I'm not going to watch, or who cares, it's not a big deal, those people said, hey, you know what? That's divisive. So what we're going to do, we're going to have an opposing, an opposite halftime show, because that halftime show is divisive. And I'm thinking, what kind of world do we live in? It was that easy to bring this country to actual war on social media, in op-eds, on videos, over a halftime show. A 12-minute halftime show. Now, let me tell you what I thought about that halftime show. It was great staging, great production value. I danced for the first couple songs, and then I got kind of bored because it was all in Spanish. But the music was good. What they used to say on Dick Clark, hey, great song, you could dance to it. Well, that's what I felt about the halftime show. I could dance to it. He told the story of his island. An island, by the way, that I'm seeing more people on social media now talk about Puerto Rican independence than ever before. He brought that to the forefront. He celebrated the culture of his island. Good for him. And it's all America, by the way, because Puerto Rico is a territory of America. So it's all America. So let's continue on down the road. Let's keep talking about this, because President Trump said this was an insult to America. Well, Puerto Rico's a territory of you. You actually have a role to play in the lives of every Puerto Rican, Mr. President. So how can it not be American? These are the things that I keep saying to people that make no sense. This is an insult to America while the guy is celebrating a real American territory. That if something happens there, your federal tax dollars goes to that country to help them. But it's not American? It's baffling to me the way we spin our minds to think things. When Bad Bunny was first announced, it was all about him being an illegal immigrant until people realized Puerto Rico was part of America, so he was an American citizen. So they pivoted to, well, he wore a dress, which is crazy to me because many men in the world, in the country, have worn dresses. I don't want that in front of my children. Since when? Since when? You never saw Tootsie? You never saw Miss Doubtfire? I'm sure you did. It's just frustrating, my friends, because it's not really who we are. It's all manufactured. The entire thing is manufactured, and it's all designed for you and I to argue and go back and forth on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or TikTok and just go back and forth and stay right there so the ads catch us. That's it. That's all it's designed for. And time in and time out, we fall for it. And everybody jumps up and down. First, it was 6 million people watched the All-American halftime show. Then it was 20 million people that watched the All-American halftime show. Then it was 40 million and 50 million, and the number just keeps climbing. Because everybody we're at war with each other. China doesn't have to fire one missile to bring this country to its knees. All it has to do is send out one tweet, one thing, one post, and we'll be at each other's throats over whether it's 6 o'clock in the morning and the sun is rising or 7 o'clock in the morning and the sun is rising. We'll argue over everything. That's where we are. We literally argued with each other for the last 6 months over a halftime show, to the point where a company developed a competing halftime show. I'm going to have Trish Poole of she's the chairman of the Toombs County GOP. She was at the All-American halftime show. She's calling in later on the show just for about 2 minutes to tell us all about it. But think about it, and it's not an attack on her or those who watched the halftime show, All-American halftime show, but think about it. There was actually a war over halftime shows in America. And it wasn't Bad Bunny's fault. It wasn't even the NFL's fault. And it wasn't the All-American, the organizers, TPUSA organizers of the All-American halftime show. It was our fault because we fell for the whole thing, hook, line, and sinker. You think TPUSA really cares that there was Bad Bunny performing? No, but they got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever number of millions of people on YouTube and got a check. They got a check. Because they played on the fears and emotions of people who were outraged that a Hispanic male citizen of the United States was picked for the halftime show. The NFL went with audience metrics. Turning Point USA went with, we know there's millions of people who are outraged. Why? Because we made them outraged. How? By pushing the narrative that he wears a dress. He's not American. He's going to sing in Spanish. And we'll bring them all over to our side, put it on YouTube, and take a penny for every click. And you fell for it. We all fell for it. And for one night, for 13 minutes, everybody felt good on one side or the other. I personally, I watched Bad Bunny. I danced, I salsa'd, I had a good time in the house. Sat down halfway through because I got tired of not understanding the words. But I liked it. I didn't hate it. I liked it. Did I jump up and down and say it was the best one ever? Absolutely not. There were so many more better Super Bowl halftime shows than Bad Bunny's. But it was great production. But I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. When the game was over, I was more interested in the fact that I won some money on Seattle in the under than I was at the halftime show by Bad Bunny. That's the God's honest truth. We're a country who is ready, who actually went to war with each other over a halftime show that lasted all of 13 minutes. You think that's good for the survival of this great nation? You think that's good for any of us? I will tell you it's not. I got more on the halftime show and the Super Bowl and the responses from the president and especially one evil witch named Laura Loomer. That's all next on the Shelley Winter Show.
I'm like, who is this man? Golly. You can't sing. I mean, like, what is this? Golly. This is ridiculous. And yeah, God bless you too. Get off the stage. Please get off the stage.